Most people think travel is about distance, new cities, new food, new photos. But the truth is, you can cross oceans and still come back exactly the same. Because transformation doesn't happen when you simply move across the map. It happens when something inside you begins to move. There are trips that entertain you, and there are journeys that change you. The kind that quietly challenges your beliefs, expands your perspective, and shows you parts of yourself you never noticed before. In this chapter, we explore a deeper idea. That travel isn't just movement, it's a mirror. A way to step outside the life you know so you can finally see it clearly. Because sometimes, the fastest way to find yourself is to leave what's familiar behind. Motion with meaning, travel as transformation. Travel is more than changing your location. Anyone can pack a bag, board a bus, or step onto a plane. What makes travel transformational isn't the distance, it's the meaning you attach to the movement. Think about it, you've probably gone on trips that left you unchanged. You took the photos, ate the food, came home, slipped right back into your old patterns. That's travel as consumption. But then there are journeys that shift something in you. They weren't about sightseeing, they were about insight. You returned differently, even if the place looked the same when you left. This chapter isn't about tourism. It's about how intentional travel with meaning can transform your perspective, deepen your self-awareness, and reset the way you live. It's not about where you go, it's about who you become while you're there. Leaving the known behind. The first impact of travel is separation. You leave behind your daily context, the streets you know, the routines you repeat, the people who know you too well. That break is powerful because it strips you of autopilot. At home, you rarely notice how much of your life is spent on habits. The same coffee shop, the same commute, the same responses when people ask how you are. Travel disrupts that cycle. Suddenly, you're in a place where nothing looks familiar, and the script you've memorized no longer applies. Discomfort in life. Meaningful travel is rarely about comfort. Sure, a luxury resort has its perks, but it won't teach you much about yourself. Real transformation happens when you're tested. When you don't speak the language and have to figure out how to buy food. When you get lost in a city and have to rely on intuition instead of Google Maps. When you step into cultures that challenge your assumptions about what's normal. When you ride public transport shoulder to shoulder with locals, not in curated tour buses. You begin to feel the pulse of a place, not just see its highlights. When you ask people about their lives instead of relying on headlines. You hear stories that contradict the stereotypes, and you realize how much nuance the news leaves out. When you meet foreigners not as others, but as fellow humans, with dreams, fears, and humor that mirror your own. That connection breaks down invisible walls. When you realize that understanding a place requires more than observation, it requires humility. You have to work on yourself to truly see others. Travel is a reset button. Life piles on noise. Responsibilities, expectations, and deadlines create mental clutter. You stop hearing yourself because the world is too loud. Travel clears that static. When you're on the road, your mind shifts. You're not thinking about unpaid bills or workplace politics in the same way. You're looking at a mountain range, a crowded market, or an unfamiliar skyline. That shift in attention is what resets you. Many people say they find themselves through travel. What's really happening is they're stripping away distractions long enough to hear themselves again. The inner voice that's drowned out at home becomes audible. Travel doesn't give you new truths, it gives you space to notice the ones you already carry. Stillness isn't always found in silence. It's found in unfamiliar places that quiet your usual noise. If every change feels destabilizing, every shift feels like something you have to survive. And you want to move through uncertainty with confidence and calm strength. This is about moving from resistance to resilience. Don't just think about this, work through it. The free chapter preview in the description gives you real depth and guidance to start moving out of this state. You can download it for free now. Travel that transforms versus travel that distracts. not all travel is transformative. Some trips are escapes in disguise. You run from your life, binge on experiences, and come back unchanged because you never opened yourself to the meaning of life. Transformative travel has markers. Intention, you go not just to see, but to experience. Engagement, you interact with locals, not just fellow tourists. Reflection, you take time to process what you've felt and learned. Integration, you bring something back, not a souvenir, but a shift in perspective. Simplicity, you learn to live with less, shedding excess, and discovering clarity. Self-discovery, each journey peels back a layer, revealing more of who you truly are. Detachment from status, you stop chasing upgrades in lifestyle and start upgrading your inner life. Time commitment, you understand that real transformation takes time, months, even years, not just a few weeks of escape. Emotional depth, you feel more, not less. You allow discomfort to teach you, not just pleasure to distract you. Perspective shift, you begin to see your own culture through new eyes, questioning what you once accepted as normal. Connection, you form bonds with people who live differently, think differently, and challenge your assumptions. Sustainability, you travel in a way that respects the places you visit, leaving a lighter footprint and a deeper impact. Curiosity, you ask questions not just about the world, but about yourself. Resilience, you grow through discomfort, not despite it. Reset rituals, clearing the noise. Travel gives you the chance to reset if you let it. But many people carry their noise, endless emails, scrolling social media, and the urge to document every moment instead of living it. A reset ritual is a conscious choice to step out of the noise. It could be as simple as leaving your phone in your bag for half a day, starting mornings with a walk instead of notifications, or writing in a journal before bed. When you create these rituals, you train yourself to see and absorb. You make room for reflection instead of distraction. Letting places shape you. One of the most powerful ways to travel is to let the place lead the way. Instead of forcing your agenda, you allow the environment to shape your rhythm. Walk instead of Uber. Sit in a cafe and watch life unfold. Ask questions instead of assuming answers. Let yourself be surprised. When you allow a place to touch you on its terms, you begin to notice details you'd miss if you were rushing. The smell of fresh bread in the morning. The way children laugh is the same everywhere. Let the place be your teacher. Let the unfamiliar become your guide. Have you ever gone somewhere and returned feeling like a slightly different person? Not because the place was beautiful, but because it showed you something about life. Drop it in the comments. Someone reading it might realize that the journey they need isn't just about distance, it's about discovery. Motion as metaphor for life. Travel mirrors life itself. You set out with plans, but detours happen. Flights get delayed, buses break down, and the weather shifts your schedule. In those moments, you learn adaptability. You realize that the journey matters as much as the destination. That mindset applies far beyond travel. When life throws curveballs, you can panic or you can adapt. You can curse the delay or you can see what opportunity it opens. Travel teaches you that movement itself is meaningful, even when the road takes a different turn from what was expected. The inner journey beneath the outer one. Every journey has two layers, the outer trip and the inner transformation. You might visit a new country, but what really matters is the inner country you enter, your own mind. That's why some of the deepest shifts happen in quiet moments. Sitting on a train, watching the countryside roll by. Standing at the edge of the ocean, feeling small against the vastness. Sharing a meal with strangers who feel like family after one day. Travel wakes you up to yourself. It asks you, who are you when no one knows your name here? Who are you when the usual definitions fall away? And who might you become when you stop performing and start simply being? Building a life that feels like travel. The goal isn't to live out of a suitcase forever. The goal is to carry the lessons of travel into your everyday life, to stay curious, to let discomfort stretch you, to keep space for reflection, to move with intention instead of drifting. Travel done with meaning isn't about bragging rights or Instagram posts. It's about becoming more human. It breaks down your assumptions, shows you the beauty of difference, and reminds you of the threads that connect us all. Remember this, travel isn't powerful because of how far you go. It's powerful because of how deeply it changes the way you see the world and yourself. New places don't just show you different landscapes. They show you different possibilities for who you can become. So when the road calls you, whether it's across the world or just beyond your comfort zone, listen to it. Because movement with meaning has a way of bringing you back not just with memories, but with a new perspective on life. If this video connected with you, I want to invite you to explore my book, The Strength to Adapt: How the Nomadic Mindset Unlocks a Life of Adventure, and its companion workbook. You'll find them linked in the description. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and don't forget to subscribe.